Hi, Liber Anarchy here, responding to Malandante. White Dwarf Heathen, I don't want to be in your threesome. I, okay, first of all, to clarify my name, yes, I used to be Woods of Odin. I've also been Aneth Svartalf and Pragmatic Heathen. I've been Alex of the Oak, and somewhere around here I have a Weaver in Darkness account. You know, accounts go down because of idiots who false flag and stuff like that. And a lot of us have like several other accounts just for backup and stuff like that. Now, the reason I went there are two reasons I went from Woods of Odin to Liber Anarchy. And the first reason is because um, my Pragmatic Heathen account went down. And there are two people who may or may not have been responsible, but it was due to false flagging by fundamentalists. At the time, Woods of Jordan was a fundamentalist and has taken part in false flagging. So I parodied his account name. Now, don't please nobody think that Woods of Jordan has actually done anything to anybody recently. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. He's since turned over a new leaf. Okay, he's a reasonable guy. He's a good guy. Yeah, okay, now the second reason is because, and it's a little bit personal, but oh well. It took a lot of reflection, and I don't want to say self work, but a lot of self honesty and thought and just a lot of looking at myself to realize that I actually am not heathen, not in the traditional sense. And if I were to have a name like Woods of Odin, which I decided upon when I was a heathen, then it would be dishonest to all the other heathens. Heathen being a general term for those who believe in the Germanic gods in some way, shape, or form. And there are many subgroups and different opinions and all this. But as far as the huge main set of heathenry with all its subsets, I no longer fit in there. And of course, I'm not rejecting any of my heathen friends, but it would be dishonest for me to have a name that somehow indicates that I am a heathen, at least on first glance. And so I would end up misrepresenting other people and misrepresenting other beliefs, other people's belief system, and that is not fair to them. So, and it's also not fair to a new heathen to see a name like Woods of Odin, and then see videos where I'm talking about paradigmal piracy, which is something that a lot of K-Whites are into, or where I explain the spliff method of firing sigils, da 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 da. Like, wait a minute, what? Now, Liber Anarchy, Liber literally means book, and so you have the Cult of Cthulhu that love them or hate them. They have their own little religious text called Liber AO. You have a very popular book called Liber Null. It's also published with the book Psychonaut. So let's see that essential reading if you want to get into chaos magic, and Liber is if you get into say Aleister Crowley, there's a lot of Liber this, Liber this, Liber this, right? The book of this, the book of that, the book of this, the book of that, right? So Liber is just book. And why Liber Anarchy? Because I wanted to have a channel that leaned less toward the mystical and more toward, oh, I'm blogging and I'm thinking about this and I really like the channel Liberty in Our Time and and you know, Frederick Hayek is an awesome economist, yay. And not like I can never blog about mysticism. Here I'm vlogging about this whole other Kintharian debate, but I wanted to expand my channel, if you will, and so I could talk about things that I'm interested in, like anarchism. And also, it reflected the fact that I am an anarchist, but I'm also interested in the occult. I'm not, just by calling myself an anarchist, it doesn't then follow that I am a nihilist, like a lot of them are. It doesn't follow that I'm necessarily a Rothbardian. I'm not necessarily a Chomskyite, which is not a real word, I don't believe, but, just because I have the word anarchy on my page, just because I'm an anti-statist, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm only going to do videos about atheism or only going to do videos about how a stateless society probably would be best. And no, I don't have all the answers, but yeah. Anyway, so, okay, attraction. Oh, well, first of all, I'm not a werewolf, and White Wolf Heathen is not trying to turn me into a werewolf, and I don't know if you would take exception to the term werewolf or not, but I'm not a werewolf. If my immediate family had a totem, I would say it was wolf. I would say that my totem actually is spider, and I'm distracted. Hi, cat. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Let's see. My dad, his totem would be bear. My brother, well, I don't like him, so, yeah. Never mind about him. Now, fuck. Now, as to my other kin type, I don't know what it is, honestly. It's not wolf, but I don't know what it is. I feel like now I'm just my own creation or something. Something that it's not in myth, it's not an animal that I've seen on the earth plane or something. It's just, I don't know what the hell it is. I've toyed with the words monster and alien and demon and stuff just because it's so wildly different, whatever in the hell it is, just in its feel, in its energy. But all those words have a lot of connotations I don't necessarily like. So, I don't know what to call it. I might just call it an Andra and move on from there. I don't know. And I've been in the online Otherkin community for 9 years. And I still don't know. As for attraction, there are different kinds of attraction. If you are attracted to a certain type of music, for example, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are sexually aroused by that kind of music. Sexual attraction is but one type of attraction. Please don't get this mixed up with bestiality. As to this other stuff about the werewolves, fuck, I don't even know how to respond. I've made a couple of videos to you about definitions and resources, and White Wolf Heathen has made a video for you about definitions, so at this point I really don't know what to say to you because it sounds to me like you're just making things up. And if you've been awakened somehow in some respect for 5 years, congratulations. I'm not going to tell you that you're not awakened. If you're somehow awakened, you found yourself, great. That's fantastic. But you are still unclear about your definitions. So ask me about any definitions that you want.